Welcome to my channel. This is Ginni Aneja, and I'm going to talk about number nine. Why I am doing number nine after number one is because I see certain similarities between the two of them. Two of them, both of them, are in a way the ones at the top. So, alone in a crowd, alone at the top is exactly what at times nines is. So, nines may seem very social, very popular with their friends, with their family. And when I say nine, understand that I am talking about a pure nine, because a nine, like I explained in my number one video, there can be a lot of numbers behind it. It can be 19, it can be 91, it can be 80, not 91, sorry, not 19, 18, 81, 27, 72, 36, 63, 54, 45. So, in that manner, there can be a lot of combination, and each combination has a different meaning to some extent. And when I talk about number nines, whatever attributes or things I talk about them, please remember that when I say this, a lot of things could mean with combination of other numbers. So it depends on what is the combination along with nine. So what is the date, what is the month, what is the year, what is the sum total of the name, the first name, and everything. So basically, nines are very popular, very famous. They're always doing things for other people, going out of the way, sacrificing themselves. They are very unconditional lovers, and they're very humanitarian, environmentalists. They're always thinking about the world at large. They're thinking about the community. They're thinking about the whole family. They're not just thinking about themselves, but yes, if it is wrongly placed. Uh, so, in astrology language, you would say afflicted, but in numerology, you would say if it is wrongly placed, then these people can be extremely self centered, they can be selfish, they can have high expectations, high demands, and they could be loners, they could sulk, they could, seek attention all the time. Now, if they are sacrificing, then they expect a lot in return. These people are very extremely passionate and highly sex driven and everything. But when it is wrongly placed or afflicted, these people can have addiction to sex, or they could probably not really want to go that extra mile to satisfy themselves or actually get into a relationship. These people may tend to have a lot of relationships, lot of breakups. That is because the standard of living, or the sorry, not living, the standard of expectations, or I would say their mental standards are very high, and they expect what they are or the way they are from the other person, but a tad better. So they are intuitive. They can be highly religious or spiritual, more spiritual than religious, depending, of course, on other numbers. Other than that, their physical height is generally average, but if they're intelligent, then they're tall. And if they are medium height, then they are kind of muscular. They have long teeth, pointed noses, and large mouths, and they will always, like the number ones, they will always have a reddish complexion, because number nines is ruled by Mars. Mars is red, so the sun, people will have a glow on their face with a tinge of redness, because they're both fire. Sun is fire, Mars is fire. Nine numbers is pure fire, that's Mars. So they will have this red complexion, red pink cheeks, and everything. And they have a raw sex appeal, even if they're not very good looking, but they will have a raw sex appeal. Now, the colors that are good for them are red, crimson, pink, purple, blue, the bright blue, white, and the metal for them is copper. Now, when you talk about health problems, they have health problems because they're always thinking a lot. Their mind is always active. They're hyperactive. They are physically very active. So they may have, if they don't drink enough water, they really need to drink a lot of water. If they don't drink enough water, they may have cramps. They may have high blood pressure. They may have hair loss if their sexual needs are not satisfied. They have genital issues. They may have nosebleed in the summer, sunstrokes and all, kidney problems, accidents, surgeries, miscarriage, bile, and bone marrow problems. These are the problems that the number nines may face. I'm sorry, and if it is, of course, supported by other numbers, unfortunately, then if they tend to get cancer, then it will be more about blood cancer than any other cancer, unless it is got to do with yeah, bones or multiple, those multiple organ things. But well, I hope that doesn't happen to anyone. Of course, it all depends on what are the numbers that support it or don't support it. Now, these, when you say number ones are pioneers, they are the people who begin or who start things. Nines are the ones who expand these. So if somebody starts a business or makes an invention or a discovery, nines are the people who will expand on that and who will add to it. So yes, they are also pioneers. They're very good artists. They're very talented. They could be good at music, dancing. Although if there are certain other numbers, they may be kind of rigid and they may be kind of loners, but otherwise you will see these people when you walk into a room. They'll be like, surrounded by people, and they'll be happy and they'll be talking, and it all depends on what are the other numbers. Now, they lend creativity to whatever business or career it is that they are doing. And art, they can be very artistic. So in a very mundane business or a career, they can do it in a manner which probably nobody ever has thought about. They will expand on it creatively, artistically. They are very good with military, police, action directors, fight directors, fighters, wrestlers, sportsmen, the people who do cremations or um, after people die, so you either cremate them or you bury them and all that. So people who handle that, so more about cremation, where fire is involved. They are good musicians, artists. They can do well in uh, factories and manufacturing, especially if it includes a fire or furnace. The reason I'm reading, so that I don't miss out on anything, because I wouldn't want to miss out on anything. Engineers, theater, films, environmentalists, NGOs, world organizations, government institutions. So, like I said, that they're self sacrificing and they think about the world at large. They are the ones who generally start these NGOs or who work for them. They are the people who work for free for, they are the ones who are social activists. So, that and okay, so if the house number is nine, you will have a stream of people coming and going, sometimes without even calling you and asking if you're home. They'll just drop in, and it's a happy environment where there's you're having fun and hosting people and all. It's like a socio adda. And they, as a car number, they travel a lot for all kinds of issues, but definitely to help people. And a lot of people may actually ask them, could I have your car for today? I need this urgent business, or I need to take someone to the hospital. Or they are the people who are probably ambulance drivers, or who donate ambulances. These people are also, since they're environmentalists, they're also close to nature. So animals, trees, they're the ones who are helping, with animal ambulances and things like that. Or helping out with cremating animals and all of that. Now, phone number, well, if somebody's phone number is going to add to a nine, they're going to have a lot of calls, busy throughout the day with all kinds of things, with friends, with family, with work, especially social calls and long calls. So, you know that if you want that, what is the total that your phone number needs to add to? This was about number nine. I'm sure there's a lot more to number nine, depending on what are the combinations, depending on, what is the number behind it, what is the number along with it. So, yes, of course, it matters about all those things. So, you cannot generalize, but for now, as far as number nine is concerned, this was it. Now, I will come up with combinations like this. So I will come up with a 3 and 6 and a 4 and 8 and a 5 and 7. So I'll do it in that manner. It's not going to be in sequence. Meanwhile, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter maybe, and YouTube. If you are not already my subscriber, please subscribe to my YouTube. Click on the bell icon, so that whenever I do put up a new video, at least you are updated, especially when this whole series of numbers is going to be coming up. And of course, my yearly and monthly predictions that I do. I hope you've been watching them and keeping a tab on whatever is actually coming true. Thank you so much for watching. Please do share it if you know anybody who's a number nine. If not, whatever numbers I do put up and you know anybody who's connected to that number, please do share the videos. Thank you. Goodbye and take care.